Shamai! Honestly, that's a horrible noise. I'm going to talk about muting today. Now, when I say horrible noise, I can't explain how long I have just been trying to record something to demonstrate bad noise, okay? But you become so accustomed to muting your sounds or the noise that comes from your bass, it was really difficult. So, this video today, it's one I've been asked to do many times and I've been meaning to do for ages. I am aiming this at beginners, okay? In other words, when you first start playing, you get a lot of noise from the bass. So I'm going to try and help you eliminate that noise today, okay? Not the sound, not the music, the noise. And as I said, for beginners, I'm not talking about techniques today like palm muting, okay, or dead notes, all right? This is to do with the fact that because of the nature of these instruments, the strings, when you're trying to make a sound, vibrate. So really, when you're playing, you only actually want to be hearing the one string you're playing. Unless, of course, you know, you're actually meaning to play two strings at a time, all right? But you're aiming for that one clean sound. So what can cause these different noises? Well, first of all, open strings. They ring on. Okay, and that is not a good build-up of sound. And just releasing your fingers after touching the bass. You notice most of the time when I'm sat here talking to you guys on the microphone, my hand is placed over the strings to stop any noise. It's amazing the noise that can come off your bass when you're not intending it to. And if you're going through quite a small speaker in the house or you're listening to it on a small speaker on a phone, you might not notice that noise. But I promise you, if you're going through a bigger amp or you're going through a PA, people are going to hear that. So those are some of the things that can cause a noise. But there is also something else because of the nature of these instruments, and it is called sympathetic vibrations. See, we can get science in here. All right, the strings vibrate. That is what makes the sound. Let me just demonstrate. If I play an E, 2nd fret on the D string, and then stop the note ringing, can you hear there's still a noise going on? That's actually the E string vibrating, okay? I've played a D on the G string. I've stopped the G string ringing. That was the D string ringing. Okay, the very nature of the instrument is noisy. It makes noises that you don't want to interfere with your sound. So how do we fix this bass noise? Well, first of all, some players, they notice it. My 10-year-old nephew, who I teach bass to, Ollie, he said during his first lesson, he said, how can I stop that noise ringing on? And he used the word noise, and it made me laugh because I was about to talk to him about muting. So yes, some players will notice it. It might be over a little time, but they don't need to be told about it. They've worked it out. Other players may not notice because some of those sounds are quite subtle, all right, especially if you're playing at home quietly, okay? So I'm going to go through a few things now that are going to help you clean up the noise and therefore make a better sound on your bass. So what can we do to eliminate some of this extra noise? Right, well, let's start with our plucking hand, our right hand. And in this case, your thumb, and I teach this as a technique from the very start for beginners. Put your thumb on your E string, rest it on your E string. Okay, that's not vibrating at all when you're playing your other strings. You can move your thumb across onto the A string, okay? Now then, another little tiny trick here, what I find sometimes if you just sort of balance your thumb across, your knuckle will catch the E string. So suddenly now, all right, both of those strings are completely muted. If I played that, but without touching those. Now then, twice my finger caught the A string by mistake because I was having to stretch my thumb across, but also that sound underneath was building up as well. So rest your thumb on the E string or the A string, and that is going to mute those strings. You can move across to the D string. I don't find that as helpful because you're sort of catching your thumb when you're coming back over a little bit more as well. But it is doable. Another one I teach from lesson 1 for my absolute beginning students is when you pluck the strings, don't pull away from the string, pull across. Because as you pull across, you touch another string, which means you're muting it. Okay, so pull the string across, and you're going to be certainly muting the string underneath the string you're playing. And another little useful one, you've got 4 fingers, use them all, okay? Your third and your fourth finger, or your ring finger and your pinky, you can rest those on a string as you're plucking it as well. And that is going to mute, okay? And that is particularly useful if you're playing a 5 string because you've got an extra lower string to mute, okay? So don't be frightened to utilize all your fingers when you're actually plucking to help get rid of the noise and mute those strings. Okay, so your left hand, what can you do to help the noise with that? Well, going right from the beginning, if you're playing open strings, stop them ringing. Okay, if I wasn't doing that, I'd end up with hear the sound all just starting to build up. You will get a feel for it as well. What you don't want to be doing is slamming your fingers down. That's not a nice sound. It's got to be quite gentle. You're aiming. Now, I actually moved my hand across then. Because I've only got short fingers, what I often find is if I don't move across, the bottom 3 strings are okay, and I end up with that because my fingers are actually, they're so short, they're pressing the G string down, right? So you've got to be a little bit clever and be manoeuvrable with your hand so you're not getting rogue notes. Another way of muting notes is actually lifting your finger off slightly, okay? I'm not muting that with my right hand. Okay, if I hold my finger down, I get that. If I lift my finger up, I get... Okay? So just lifting your finger up slightly and releasing the pressure will stop a note ringing on with your left hand, but be careful, you don't want... All right? You end up doing it's called a pull off, okay? And you end up with the noise. Are we starting to recognise some of these noises we're getting from our bass though? So keeping your fingers as flat as possible, not pressing on the strings too much so you're not getting any notes sounding, and be careful when you're lifting your fingers off as well that you're not pulling on strings or catching any noises doing it that way. So let's just put some of those things that I've talked about now into practice for a minute. Okay, now then, as I said, I'm aiming this at beginners. I'm looking at a relatively straightforward bass part for this. Okay, I'm not doing it all, just to show you what I mean here. And it's the bass line for Brown Eyed Girl. Okay, now then, there's a good reason I'm picking this one. There are a few open strings in it and lots of beginner bass players have a go of playing it, and me being a ukulele player as well, this is very popular in ukulele groups. So Now straight away, obviously, that's really hard to do, okay, for me, because I would naturally be muting things. It's a bit like driving a car. I'm not thinking, put my fingers down, pull this finger there, when you just do it, okay? So yeah, that time, I didn't do any muting. Now there are rests and everything made as well, okay? But I would normally play it like this. Okay, now I'm playing that one longer, then I'm lifting it off because of all the note values or the rest. I'll do it again. This is how I would play it if I was trying to get a clean sound. Okay, without trying. And with trying once more. Okay, so all I was doing then was pulling my fingers across, putting my right hand down occasionally to stop the string, keeping my fingers flat over here, and occasionally putting my fingers down to stop the string, all right? So I hope all of that has sort of explained the noise basses can make. As I said earlier, lots of players realise and they start to work out how they can correct the extra noise. But some players don't. They don't realise, and especially because of the lower frequencies, unless you're going through a big amp and it's going very loud, you might not notice it, but wow, it can muddy a sound, especially if you're playing in a group as well. And yeah, it sounds quite straightforward. Use your left hand to stop the strings ringing, use your right hand to stop the strings ringing. But as I said, there are different ways of doing it as well. Pulling the strings across, putting your thumb on the strings, lightly using flat fingers on your left hand as well, okay? And of course, just slightly raising your fingers with your fretting hand will stop the string ringing as well. And ideally, you want to be muting your strings as early as possible, okay? My nephew, we had the conversation on lesson 1, okay? But it could be something you've just not picked up on yourself, all right? And it is never too late to clean up your sound, or at least it shouldn't be. So you're aiming for a clean sound. You don't want any of that excessive noise coming from your bass. How is the best way of knowing if you were doing it? Well, record yourself. Stick your phone, stick a tablet or a camera, get somebody else to film you. Then listen back to it, but with headphones on ideally. You want to hear if those low frequencies are coming out when you're playing. Watch other bass players, ideally good bass players. See how they are getting their sound. You will start to notice now, maybe if you hadn't noticed before, some of the things that I've pointed out, you'll see other bass players doing. And then it'll become apparent why they're doing it. Not just because that's their style or technique. It's because that technique helps with muting and getting rid of the extra noise. So I do hope you found this video helpful and enjoyed it. I have got a Patreon site if you'd like to support me here on the channel. I'll pop a link in the description below for that. As always though, if you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.